Shore Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hokies offense is on the field for the first time today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
To throw, it's Knight. Snagged out of the air. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. He's loose down the middle. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Hokies with the 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So Pittsburgh's offense will have its first possession of the game. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball enough. And that was a huge problem. So, David, big priority, number one for this offense in this one, get him as many touches, as many ways as you can.
Yeah, feed the big fella, the big target, the chain mover, the red zone area, but just, you don't have to be as accurate. I think that's the thing that's nice. When you're throwing to a big tight end over the middle of the field, like, he'll catch it and still get hit. It's not that big of a deal, so we got to use the big fella.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Back to throw, it's Gibbs. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 2nd down coming up. They just keep firing. Firing to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Safe completion on the screen. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're...
There he goes! The Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance.
Touchdown, Pitt! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking for a man. It's Knight. Here's a heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finding an escape route. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. Losing early in the year can be detrimental, also can be galvanizing. You realize not much margin for error, and they suddenly have put it together and won their last 2.
The dips in the season early really served as motivation for them, and they were able to turn the page. They were able to be resilient. And 18 to 22-year-olds in college football, David, it's easier said than done, but this team really is about that.
Yeah, and they're starting to get it together, and you can see it. Like, I think early in the season, too, Jesse, you're figuring out who you are as a team. I think they kind of got that figured out, and I look for this team to win today and climb up into those rankings.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man in the middle.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the touchdown, Pittsburgh! And they turn it into a defensive score.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw.
Man, you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
It'll be a draw. Oh, he's got some space. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Just a short pass to the tight end. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll do it himself. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. He'll send out the kicker here. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It is good. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Louisiana is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Cajun Field, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arkansas State.
Back to throw, it's Gibbs.
We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The quick out. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. First down for this offense. Might be calling a hot route. This quarterback part of their running game. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to throw. It's Knight. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Hokies decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, Dan.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Going over the top. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Good timing on the quick out. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles, and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Might as well stick with him. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Gibbs. He's got it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they're able to make the tackle. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. Using the quick game, they make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. A quick pass to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. He makes the grab.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Back to pass, it's Knight. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the third possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical third down, forcing an incompletion.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Quarterback making checks. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Virginia 10. Return goes out of bounds.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important.
Breaks into the open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Hokies in the hurry-up.
That's a first down from the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Zips it out to his man. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On the move at the 30. It's a seam wide open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Makes the catch. And he will score! Touchdown, Hokies!
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And now on second down for this offense. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Zings it complete to the right. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. The Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is
He wants to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Gibbs. Here comes the heat. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Panthers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Virginia Tech, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honor it, get some guys out of the box so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And the Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Knight. Rushes on him. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll go with a direct snap. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Distance not the problem here. The angle is a little tricky. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Got enough for the first down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down here for the offense. They're going to ride this running back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Gibbs. Finds his man. It's Isaac. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Quickly to the tight end. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. It's complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot play.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Unloads it left. He's got it. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Wants to go up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. Using his feet. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, on 2nd and inches, the offense tried to catch the defense napping, and they took a shot, didn't get it. 3rd and inches now, you got to do the obvious thing and run it, and the defense completely stuffs you. Now you got 4th down. What do you do if you're on offense?
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners back from 28-3 down. We'll see what they're made of today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to South Carolina. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Knight. He'll throw it. Plucks it out of the air. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Makes the catch. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Line line getting set on second down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a second down play. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. They've got the screen set up. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for...
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the...
There he goes! Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Panthers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. It's complete.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and
lets it fly deep downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Just keeps slinging it. Finds his man. It's Isaac. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Back to pass. It's Gibbs. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the wideout. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Makes the grab past the marker. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And he's dragged down. The Hokies want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Knight. A strike downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Under fire. Gets open down the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by the defense. First and goal situation, you can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
Unleashes to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field.
And down goes the quarterback, but there are penalty flags on the field. Let's see what the call is. Defender got caught a little handsy with that jersey, and it'll cost him. And the Hokies line it up with a first and goal. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Dropping back, it's Knight. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Fires into the end zone. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel...
Oh, he's got some space. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And the Panthers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. That's caught. It's McIntyre. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.